welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'll be pulling back the curtain to show you the behind the scenes and everything I had to do to get ready for my project, Women on the Frontlines, which is celebrating key workers who played an amazing role, important role during the pandemic. And so with any project like this, the first step is to get organized, get everything you need for the production ready. So right now, this was the pre-production phase, and because I wasn't able to secure any funding from any organizations, I had to fund this project myself. Nothing was going to stop me. It was something that I'd carried in my head for so long. I had the idea in 2021, and so nothing was going to stop me from doing it. So anyway, so I ended up having to scale back my team, just working with makeup artists and a friend who helped me to take behind the scenes photos and videos during the photo shoot. Everything else was done by me, and so that means the set design I had to do it, the styling I had to do it, the photography I had to do it. Anyway, so the first step was created the mood board. I had created that a while ago. I had shared that with my team, and so I had sort of bought some backdrops, props and things that I needed for the set design, and I realized I had two options which I was not sure of. One of them needed me to have like a covering over the chair, so I took myself to Shepherd's Bush. There's this street there, road, I've forgotten what it's called now, that has lots of like fabric stores. So I went there to go and find a fabric that I'll be able to throw over the chair to make it a seamless set. So my task for today is going fabric shopping. I've created a set which I love for the Women on the Frontlines project, but I need a fabric. So the dilemma is I have two backdrops. One is a plain background backdrop and it's fine with the long chair I have because the long chair has a zebra print. But I have another backdrop which I'm contemplating, and which was actually my original idea. It's quite patterned, and so because of that I would need to cover the long chair, otherwise it's just too busy, jarring and all of that. So anyway, heading off to Shepherd's Bush right now to go fabric shopping for a gold fabric. So today is a test shoot day. I have two backdrops, like I said previously, which I'm wanting to use, and so I have my friend here, hi, Leah, in the studio, who is modeling for me today, so I can make a decision on which of the backdrops I want to use and just have a good idea of how I want to pose the women, either standing, sitting on the chair, or even on the carpet. Yeah, let's see how the day goes. Yeah, let's see what that looks like. Look into the camera. Oh yes. Turn your head towards the light. Jesus.
Do you want me to come down a bit?
No, it's fine. Change. You know what? I'm just going to complicate this thing, and there's no time.
But this is good. It shows the confusion of what was going on here.
There's no time on the day to be playing around and doing all this, because it seems like, oh yeah, it's not going to be bad, but no. And so you would see that things were not quite going as I had envisioned. It was quite frustrating because I was trying the backdrops in different ways. So the burgundy and gold one, like I had the gold fabric over the chair, it didn't look quite right. It just looked all over the place. I would insert some pictures so you can see what this turned out as well. And so the backdrop was actually a cotton, and so you could have it closed or you could sort of have it opened a bit. So I tried that as well. It wasn't quite working. It was just like this. It just looked too busy, the design. Although I had that vision in my head that I wanted it to be like almost like a regal palace, and then the ladies stand poised posing in front of it, but it was just not working. I was like, something is here. Is it going to be the styling of the outfits, or is it actually the backdrop? Something is not working. But I had this sort of, I wanted it to be like a moody sort of image. And so the way I had positioned my lighting, that was fine. I also had so I have this lovely lamp in my studio, which I use for my boudoir sessions, and I wanted it to be part of the set. So you would see some of the videos, but it was just not working. I also thought, oh, maybe I could have some like haze and smoke. So I'd actually bought a smoke machine, turned it on. It still wasn't working. I was just like, what is going on? Oh my gosh, this photo shoot is gonna be in 3 weeks. I'm just clueless for what to do with this set design. Anyway, I kept playing around with different things. You also see I have like a special lens filter that sort of doubles up the images. I thought, oh, maybe I could at some point do some creative extra shots on the day. I tried it. I was just like, no. Okay, Lize, stop all of this nonsense. There's just too much going on. You're not going to be playing with this lens on the day because there's no time and you don't want to like stress and pressure yourself. Just because with me and this my project, I tend to just close my eyes and just visualize how I want it to look, how I want the mood to be, how I want, viewers to see it, the sort of emotions I want to evoke. And because it's all about a celebration of these women, how do I want them to see their image and see it and see, oh, I'm a stunning woman, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I contribute, amazingly to society. So those are sort of the emotions I wanted to evoke and what I wanted the images to represent. And so finally I was like, you know what, this burgundy and gold is not working. Let's try the red one. So I put the red backdrop, just plain red, and I just started working, still playing around with things. I brought plants in, I brought the lamp in, and I just realized, okay, forgo this whole lamp thing, it's not working. So I took it out. I tried the red as well, opened, because I also had this vision of that I wanted the set to sort of have like a drape effect, and so I would open it in a particular way to give that flow, but it was not just working. And so I just let it down, put the chair, the long chair without the covering on it, which had like a zebra print, and then it started to work. I was like, okay, I think this is it. Simple does it. Don't go crazy, just have this red waterfall backdrop. And so I decided, I had just 2 of the red sort of cotton, so I was like, you know what, since I still really want that waterfall folded effect, if you get what I mean, let's get more of this so we can push them close together and it can create like, that sort of waterfall drapes. And so I was like, there we go, we got it. So on the day of the photo shoot, I was so excited and happy to like meet the women in person. I'd already had interviews with them like a week and 2 weeks prior, and so I'd already heard their stories and understood what each of them had gone through during the pandemic, during the lockdowns, and in their industries as well, how things were evolving for them. And so meeting them in person was amazing. My makeup team were amazing. These are like the 2 makeup artists I work with for like all my client photo shoots as well, so I already had a good working relationship with them. Atia was the beauty designer for this project, and so she created all the looks, the mood board and everything, which was amazing. I was so impressed and floored. I'll put a few of them here for you to see on the screen. And so anyway, my idea for this shoot was like, I wanted to take a portrait of the women in their uniform, you know, how they would go to work. And then there'll be this transformation element, which is what I'm really like, you know, known for, which is the work I do with my glamour and boudoir photography. And then they would have, you know, this glamour session where they're pampered with hair and makeup, made to feel great, made to feel amazing. And then they would, you know, put on the outfit I had styled them with. And then would have, like, you know, the transformational glamour photo shoots, the one that I sort of see as the regal one. And with my style of photography, I really love to like lean into the feminine elements, a bit of sensuality as well. So quite different from my boudoir work. These ladies are fully dressed, but you can still see them oozing that confidence and that sensuality I love and I'm known for. And so we started the day off having them, you know, just, so I told them, come as you will when you go to work. If you have a full face on of makeup when you go to work, put it on. If you don't just come as you would go to work. And so for those who wear uniforms, they came with their uniforms and changed into that. Those who just wear their own normal outfits, they came with that as well. And so in one of my rooms, I took just my white wall, had them stand in front of it, took those portraits, and then ushered them to the living room where the makeup station was. And then, you know, the glam session started. And then after that, they were styled, and then the photo shoot commenced. So that was like the sequence of the day. And it went really smoothly, happily. So I had 5 women on 2 days. There were 10 women in total. We started at 9, and I sort of staggered it so there wouldn't be like too many people and crowded. It's just my apartment studio after all. And so I had someone come at 9, the other person come at 9:30, someone else come at 12, the other person come at 12:30, and then the 5th person comes at 3. And we actually realized we were so good on time and like the sequence of everything. By the time we had finished with the 12:30 person one, there was still enough time and we had to like wait around for the 3. So I think now knowing this, in the future I'll let the 5th person come maybe around 2:30 or even 2:15, so we're not just waiting and hanging around, because it went really well and I was so happy. I really like to work with a slim team. I'm not the kind of person that just want extra people for no reason. So it was just myself, the 2 makeup artists, and the 1 behind the scenes photographer, just 4 of us on the day, and that's good enough. I can maneuver and move and do things myself. I sort of, I don't know, I feel vulnerable in my creation where I don't want like just onlookers. I just want it to be the team that is needed, people that are needed, and just us creating that atmosphere and just enjoying the experience. I've been doing so many boudoir shoots and stuff. I'm not as nervous as I tend to be for personal projects. Usually other personal projects I've done in the past, like the night before, I cannot sleep, I'm tossing, I'm turning, my heart is like all these people are coming, you're trusting in my ability.
Does that look a bit better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Nice.
Walking away, your words are lost on me. It's taking everything not to turn around. Throw it away, see if you'll let go of me when you're not holding me. I can see it now. Hey, when I lose, but if I'm gone.
Chin up, eyes closed.
Lovely. Let's try again. Eyes closed.
I'm like, oh shit, I've been doing this a long time. Lost in my head, I don't care, I'm not gonna lose it. I'm not gonna lose this. I'm up all day, all night, replaying our last fight. Now in hindsight, I don't care, I'm not gonna lose it. I'm not gonna lose this. Yeah, kinda hate myself sometimes. Everything was on the line. Didn't wanna be the one who had to say it. No, I I can rewind the time. Promise I'll put down my pride. Don't look back because I mean it when I say lose. But if I'm gonna lose you, I'm gonna lose.
It's the end of shoot day one. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm so happy everything has come really well together. I was a bit worried if I'll get the set design right, if everything will come. Sometimes you envision something and bringing it to life is like, how does it work? Sometimes it takes a different turn, but as long as it still has that element and embodies what you want it to, it works. So yeah, I'm really...
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling.
That's such a cool reaction.
Yeah. Oh, I'm speechless. That's beautiful. That is, it's so vampy, it's so me. It's vampy, but it's feminine and it's powerful.
Yeah.
It's like dark feminine.
Yeah. My friends think I'm a bit like Wednesday. You know Wednesday from the
Yeah.
Addams Family?
I wouldn't have thought
I do
that.
have a touch of that in me. I must say. So it goes well. I am mind blown. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
And what I forgot to say is there was like an almost mishap on the day. I mean, what is a production day without like drama and a dilemma of some sort? So the styling, I did it myself and I had purchased some outfits from Shein. They didn't arrive. And I called, I was like, what is going on? I've been notified. It's now with like, what's the name of those parcel people that changed from Hermes to whatever they're called now? Anyway, and I was like, well, I've been told a couple of days ago, like it's been with them, but no one's coming to deliver it to my property. What's going on? And they were just like, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. We'll try our best to get it. And I'm just like, what the hell is this? This photo shoot is going to be in 2 days. So I had to quickly go on ASOS, do the whole, oh my gosh. And with me, I don't like shopping. I love stylish outfits, but I hate shopping for them because it's just stressful and like, you know, going through so many sites. And with this, I'm working with 10 women of all different sizes and there were different like styling options I'd already selected for them. Anyway, 2 days, 2 days before the photo shoot, I reordered everything again from ASOS, did next day delivery. I've never been so happy to pay for that thing before than I was that day. Paid for next day delivery, made sure I was at home to receive it. It came and I was like, oh, thank God. And so we had all of the outfits and most of them, like, I think I ended up preferring what I ordered from ASOS than Shein. So I think my next project, I'm not gonna bother with Shein. I'm just gonna order from ASOS, obviously because I'm self-funding this, so I had to be mindful of costs, which was why I was ordering from Shein because of course we know it's cheaper there. But I was just like, no. I'm gonna stick to like people who can deliver here in the UK. So yeah, so that came, and funnily enough, the Shein outfits came the second day of the shoot. So I was like, imagine if I hadn't ordered and I was just hoping and praying and waiting that Shein would deliver. Anyway, so that's sort of that about that story.
What's been the best part of day one or the project so far?
Okay, so I wouldn't say I have a best part. I think I've enjoyed and I've loved all the like like the whole process so far. So from like, you know, doing the interviews, learning about their experiences, what they had to go through during the pandemic, working on the front line, and just like how people's experiences, like, you know, really differs depending on what part of London or what part of the country they're living in, has been really interesting. And then when it comes to photo shoot, I've just loved, you know, seeing them, taking them, starting off by, you know, taking pictures in the workwear, and then having the glam sessions in amazing, all the styles. I've worked with amazing makeup artists that has just brought, you know, everything to life. So yeah, having different looks for each woman and then working with different props as well. I'm very, very happy. And so once the production of the photo shoot of the, you know, women on the front line was done, the next step is the post-production. And so again, I was having to do all the legwork, which I was happy to do. It's been an amazing experience actually, diving into all these roles. And so I was partnering with Lehman Lock, and they have like a sister site in the same like area, which is called Okoh Street Studios. And so the exhibition was going to be at Okoh Street Studios. They have this gorgeous, you know, apartment, luxury apart hotel, and they have this amazing mezzanine upstairs on the first level, with this gorgeous co-working space. Anyone can go there any day, so feel free if you're in London to check it out. But yeah, so the mezzanine space, beautiful, and I was partnering with them to exhibit there. And so the next stage was me going to actually, you know, see the space and start to visualize and decide, you know, how I would like the exhibition to be displayed. In the meantime, I was also really grateful I was able to work with Ray James, who was the curator for the exhibition. So she came on board to help me curate as well. And while all of this was going on, I was also editing the photos because I was a retoucher for this. So some photographers, you know, take the pictures and retouch their own work. Some people have a retoucher, but for this project I wanted to do the whole visual aspect myself, and so I did the photography as well as the retouching myself. And so anyway, with Rayleigh, I visited the site so many times. Okoh Street became like my second home, and so I visited alone, I visited with Rayleigh, I visited with the installation technician, and yeah, and then when it was time to, like, you know, get the prints made, I also partnered with Digital Labs. If you're a professional photographer, you should definitely check them out. They have amazing products, from wall art to albums to prints to like different things anyway for professional photographers to offer to their clients. And so they were going to print the exhibition portraits for me. It was a dia bond I chose to go for, and they gave me a discount, which was so generous and amazing, and so I didn't have to pay the full cost. They gave me a percentage discount anyway, and so yeah, so I partnered with them as well for this project. Hello. So I'm currently on my way to go visit the Okoh Street Studios, which is where the exhibition for the women on the front lines is going to be. So yeah, just come along with me and see the whole behind the scenes. First time going to view the space. Well, I know what it looks like because I used to do my photo shoots there, but this is going to be the first time I'm going to see the actual space I want to create the exhibition. So I've just finished looking at the space and trying to figure out how I would like to install the pictures. Right now I'm not so sure, but I think I'm definitely gonna come back one more time once I have a curator, someone who can help me, you know, curate the exhibition as well. And so leading up to the D-Day of the exhibition launch itself, so a month to the date, I also hired PR. So I hired Ronke Lawa of Area 2 PR to do the PR for this project. She was amazing throughout the whole process, very responsive, very detailed, organized, you know, sending me reports on like all the publications. She had sent my work to people who had responded, people who were waiting, some journalists who wanted invites to the launch opening ceremony. So all of that process was going on and it was so exciting, but I must say quite overwhelming as well, because as much as I was doing all of this, which was a lot of time and a lot of work, I'm also a fully full-time self-employed person, so I had to be working on my business as well to make the money. The bills have to be paid and I have to fund this project. So yeah, so anyway, so doing all of this in tandem was a whole lot, but I was grateful, you know, I had people working with me on this process. So Ronke was able to get me some publications, some online and print media. I got invited to be interviewed on the BBC radio, which is amazing. I was on London Live TV. I was on several podcasts, even after the launch date and following up a month later. I was still getting podcast gigs and follow-ups from Ronke's, you know, PR, prowess? Is that how you prowess, yeah. So that was amazing, you know, getting the buzz about this project. And it's not just about me, you know, it was more about, I've done this work to celebrate these women. I want people to know about it. They need to be lauded for their efforts. They need it to be like, you know, celebrated, because at the end of the day, they did really important work during the pandemic. We wouldn't have been able to pull through if not for key workers in different industries, health workers, transport workers, service workers, you name it. They all carried us afloat during this period of time, and this project needed to be known, to celebrate them, to get people to visit the exhibition, to hear about their stories, see them in person. And so yeah, it was amazing. Currently on my way to the BBC for my radio show, or radio interview. Hello. So I'm currently waiting at the reception of the BBC. I'm going to be on the London radio show this evening at 8:10 p.m. Arrived here early. I'm really just waiting for my contact to come get me from the reception downstairs. I've signed in, gotten my badge, and yeah, let's see how the show goes.
One of the things that we're doing specifically on this show is shining a spotlight on the London nighttime economy and some of the people that are at the front line of key workers. They were at the front line of the pandemic. They have been captured in a beautiful exhibition called Women on the Front Line, and let me tell you, they are a really significant part of London's nighttime economy. So I thought it was really, really brilliant that we get the opportunity to speak to the author and photographer Elizabeth Okoh, who has spoken to women working in these essential industries at the time of the pandemic, ranging from NHS to postal services, and exploring their mental, their emotional and physical realities during that really significant period. And I'm delighted to say that Elizabeth joins me on the programme now to tell us more. Welcome along to the programme, Elizabeth. How you doing?
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm doing so well.
Yeah, well, welcome to BBC Radio London. Lovely to have you here. And congratulations on this exhibition. How are you feeling?
You. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling excited, a bit nervous as well. Good morning. So today is Tuesday. I clearly forgot I was supposed to be vlogging this week. I went for blood donation this morning. It's something I've been doing for a few years now, and today was my third donation. But right now I'm currently at Okoh Street Studios. My prints for the exhibition arrived yesterday. So yeah, I'm gonna go in now and go check it out, make sure everything is good and ready for the exhibition. So yeah, I'll show you that as well. Let's go.
Sorry, I have to walk together.
No, that's fine. Hey, so So I just checked out the prints. It was amazing. One of them had a scratch, so I actually do need to get in contact with my printing lab. What do you think, really? Can I see the one you have? Wow.
Appear to be scratched. Can't see them.
Good.
We are going to have to be careful on the day.
Yeah. So we're currently at Okoh Street Studios. I'm just trying to decide on the layout for the prints, the exhibition, and all of that. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, my name's Bob Chaundy, and I host the Considering Art podcast, which interviews artists from all genres and all experiences. And I've just had the pleasure of interviewing Lize Okoh to tell me all about her life, her career, and her current exhibition called Women on the Frontlines. Lize, welcome to the podcast. Delighted to meet you.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here as well.
Tell us a bit about your background in Lagos, Lize. I mean, you said that when you're writing your memoirs, I seek to uncover events from my childhood that have impacted my life as an adult. What particular events did you have in mind?
Hi, so I'm here at Okoh Street again. This is becoming like my common playground. I've just finished a podcast interview on with Bob, which you should have seen. Yeah, that I'll just show my face quickly. And tomorrow I'm going to be installing the exhibition, so I'm excited for that. Hello, so today is the D-Day. Well, the day before the D-Day, we're doing the installation of my portrait today. So currently in this space all alone, it's been closed off to let us set up. I've come in a bit earlier than my team, just because I was going to take public transport and it's raining. So I just decided to take an Uber. I'm going to do some work. My bag's over there while I wait for them to arrive. So yeah, we'll start the installation process at 1 p.m. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. This idea came to me in 2021, and right now, today, February 29th of 2024, it's almost here. Don't let your dreams die, guys. Make sure you work at it. Find people who, believe in your vision, who are going to support you, collaborate with you to make it happen. So yeah, I'm so excited.
My head in the clouds, I don't know where we go. I feel like it's changed, love. I'm losing my mind, feeling that kind of love. I feel like a deep hole. Something that I can't give you here. Tell me what you're thinking. I need to know you're feeling. If you crush on me, you need to know my story. But don't get too close to me, cause I need my fantasy. Here I am, falling down, crashing down. And I feel like like I don't need you.
I'm so happy. I can't believe we're finally at this stage. I'm just looking at all the portraits now in person, seeing them in their uniforms, how they would be every day, compared to this beautiful transformational photo shoot I've done of them. I'm really happy, and I really hope they will see it as well and be really proud of, you know, being part of this project, and happy for the tribute and paying to them as well. So the first image is going up. Yes. How does it feel, Jonathan?
Feels good and solid, actually.
Nice.
I need to know your feeling. If you crush on me, you need to know my story. But don't get too close to me, cause I need my fantasy. You give me something that I can't give you here. Tell me what you're thinking. I need to know your feeling. If you crush on me, you need to know my story.
How does everyone feel?
Cause I need my fantasy.
Ready for dinner. But yeah, ready for tomorrow. Right?
Here I am, falling down deep inside, and I feel like I don't need you.
Come with me to come see my exhibition, Women on the Frontlines at Okoh Street Studios. It's upstairs at the mezzanine level.
I did. I know, actually, no, I didn't. I was thinking I'd taken a picture.
And so yeah, the exhibition, the launch day came, which was the 1st of March. It was a Friday, I believe. I had like a private viewing. I'd invited, you know, some journalists, press, my friends, people in my photography community, friends of friends, and it was an amazing day. I think I was a bit overwhelmed on that day, and I think when you're in the midst of something and everything is just happening and you're just smiling a lot and you're happy and people are like congratulating you. I got so many flowers. I was like, oh wow, I wasn't even expecting anything. So I was just shocked. I was like, oh yeah, thank you. More flowers, thank you. Another flowers, thank you. Lima Lot gave me flowers. My mom gave me flowers. It was amazing. I was just like, oh wow, I've been concentrating so much on this project and making it a success and happen, and you know, happen, but I hadn't even really thought about myself, like, you're the one doing it, you know. And so it was really lovely, really nice to also, like, you know, be a bit celebrated on that day as well. And I also gave the ladies their flowers, because that was sort of the hashtag, give them their flowers while they're here. And for me, this project was really important because as an artist, I've been on projects in the past put on by organizations where they're just celebrating heroines who played pivotal roles in the past. And it's such a shame because, yeah, we're celebrating them now, but they're long gone. No one, like, you know, recognized their efforts when they were alive. And so when I had this idea, it was really important for me to do something right now where these women are alive. They can see that someone actually cares, someone actually sees the work and the effort they put in during the pandemic. I had one of the ladies say, oh, I don't want people to think I'm brave or whatever, you know, I had to do my job. And I get that, not wanting to put yourself on the spot, but at the end of the day, people, essential workers died, you know, taking care of other people. So you did put yourself online, you did have some risk doing your job, but you were taking a risk. And I think it's important we note this. I think as a society, and as people, as humans, we try to move away from bad and negative things into positive, you know, days. And of course, that's really good and totally understandable. But something like the pandemic, such a global event, I think we really need to take a breath, reflect on what happened, what went well, what didn't go well, you know, what can be implemented, what can be made better, so that, God forbid, but if anything of some sort of magnitude could happen in the future, how could we better, you know, take care of people? How could we take care of people on the front lines? How could we put policies and things in place to make sure they are also taken care of? You know, we heard about so many awful stories about people who, like the lady who I think she was a train worker who got spat on at a station, and I believe it was West Ham Station, and she died of the virus doing her job, trying to get people to places, but some evil person decided to do that. So we mustn't take this lightly. Yes, they were doing their job, but it was at an incredible, difficult period, and they went ahead and still did it. So that's sort of like the whole essence of this project, and I was so happy to see it came through. And even just reading some of because I quotes from the interviews were at the exhibition, and just reading what some of these women said, I was just like, wow, they actually did a lot, and I'm so grateful and thankful they were able to do that. And this is to celebrate them. So the launch day went off well. I enjoyed it. It was amazing. It went by before I knew it. Hey, so the D-Day is here. Currently checked in at Lehman Lock, and they upgraded my room. I'm so happy about that. It feels so nice to be back here, where I started my whole journey, growing my photography business. To be partnering with them on this exhibition means a lot. Well, yeah, look at the lovely view. Look at the lovely view. I'm gonna flip the camera around so you can see it, but no, I'm excited. Look at the view of London. So you can see London Bridge over there, the Shard over there. Yeah, nice. Yes, lovely. So my exhibition is on the way, and I'm here trying to have dinner before I go back. I didn't eat earlier on because my mom, who made the food, came a bit late. But yeah, I'm gonna talk in now and then go see what's going on at my exhibition. And so there was also a panel talk as one of the events during the exhibition. So it was a month-long exhibition at Okoh Street Studios in Whitechapel, and the panel talk was just an avenue for the ladies to actually, talk about, their experiences in person. So we had 3 of the women who were in the project be on the panel, and it was hosted by Yasmin. Again, Yasmin, who is like a creative coach, came on board and helped me to host that panel talk. So grateful for everyone who worked with me on this project. I know it's not easy in these days and economic time we're in to work without being paid. But yeah, she came on board and hosted the panel talk, and we went off with a bang. It was really great, the turnout even. I mean, I've not done events in London, and seeing the turnout, I was so happy. Like, people came out, took time out of their days to attend the event, which was important. They could meet the women in person. So again, some of the women in the project were also present at the panel talk. And then after the panel talk, there was a guided tour as well, where the ladies were beside their portraits, and they could sort of interact with the audience, people who had come to attend, and just expand more and just talk about this experience we all shared, but it's not really talked about in the way it was at that event. So that went off as well. And then the rest of the month of March, the exhibition was open there at Okoh Street Studios for anyone to just go in and read and just take it all in.
Yeah.
Hello, so today is the 1st of April. I'm back at Okoh Street Studios. Oh my gosh, it's come to the end of my exhibition, and today is the takedown day. So I have Jonathan here with me, who is an installation technician, helped me to set everything up, and is going to help me take it down easily as well, so we don't ruin the walls. That's my sign that lets people know to go upstairs. But yeah, it's time to take it off now.
What can your viewers expect next?
And so right now, at the time of recording this video, it's currently June 2024. I'm in the pre-production stage of my second project, which is called Mother Resilient, and is the second part of my documentary series looking at life during the pandemic. And so with Mother Resilient, I'm also going to be documenting the stories and celebrating Black women who gave birth during the pandemic. During the pandemic, there was a research by Embrace that came out that said, Black women are 4 times more likely to die during childbirth, and we know during the pandemic was a traumatic time. Giving birth during everyday normal circumstances is quite a risk in itself. It's quite a lot. Not to then talk about during the pandemic when there was a virus, lots of things happening, even the health professionals unsure of all the different risks and consequences drugs or whatever could cause to pregnant women. And so for me, it's really important as well. And there was also a period of time during the pandemic where there was restrictions, and these women couldn't have any companion during childbirth and all of that. The appointment and services that they would have really benefited from were really restricted. So for me, it's really important to also hear from these women about their stories and just learn how we can make that process much better for women, and Black women in particular, given the rates of us more likely to die during childbirth. So that's my next project. If you're watching this, that project is live on my website. I'm currently calling out for participants. I have a number of people who have volunteered. I still need about 4 more participants. So if you're a Black mom or you know a Black mom who gave birth during 2020 to 2021, definitely send them the link, which I'll leave down in the description box, to get in touch. If you're watching this and you would love to help support this next project, please also check the link down below for my donate button. Please donate to this project. I'm also going to try again to get funding. Fingers crossed, but I don't know what will happen there. So that's the next project, if you're wondering what next from me. And that's how you can help. Spread the word so I can get more participants, and please donate. Nothing small is too small. Donate wherever you can. So yeah, and if you've enjoyed watching this video, please hit that subscribe button. Share these videos with other creative people you know who would like to do a project themselves and really learn and enjoy from watching all of this I've just shared in this video. Do leave a comment down below. If you have any questions or anything, just leave them down below. I'll comment, let's interact and all of that. But I hope this video has proved useful. If you're a creative person, it's giving you some behind the scenes look of how I approach my process of creation, or if you're just someone who enjoys creativity or just a bit nosy about how I went about my project, I hope it's been insightful, it's been enjoyable for you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to check out all my other videos, educational videos to help photographers level up their businesses and create a sustainable business, and some fun vlogs as well. Check them all out. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye. Thanks for watching.
I don't know where we go. I feel like it's changed, love. I'm losing my mind, feeling that kind of love. I feel like a deep hole. Will you give me something that I can't give you here? Tell me what you're thinking, I need to know you're feeling. If you crush on me, you need to know my story. But don't get too close to me, cause I need my fantasy.